An international conference on export trade was held in Addis Ababa last week. The conference has brought together buyers and exporters to devise common platforms, thereby minimizing the unnecessary intrusion of third parties in between. At the event, Ethiopian PULSES, Oilseeds and Spices Processors and Exporters Association, in collaboration with Ministry of Trade, has awarded top oilseeds and pulse exporters of Ethiopians. Abraham Masrat tells us more about the event. Take a look.
In its seventh international conference held in Addis Ababa last week, Ethiopian PULSES, Oilseeds and Spices Processors and Exporters Association (POSPIA), in collaboration with Ministry of Trade, has awarded top oilseeds and process exporters of Ethiopian origin. The exporters get the award for having earned a minimum of 20 million USD each this fiscal year alone. The award, given in recognition of export trade, aims at activating the country's export earnings by motivating the responsible persons engaged in the sector. This conference also has the objective of expanding the existing and new market destinations so that the sector can ultimately contribute to the overall economic development of Ethiopia. Binyam is one of the winners of the award. He tells me that he started business at the age of 14 and believes that his continual trend of saving has helped him achieve such a success.
If we spend what we have, what we get, then we could not able to manage investments. We could not able to manage initial working capitals, because for everything, for every vision and plan you should have to have some equity in your hand. So for the equity, you have to work anything and save to get such equity for your investments.
Stefanos Bekasha Import-Export Company is the other award winner.
This trophy is, because we are got a foreign earning over 40 million on PULSES, not on Oilseeds. So on PULSES, we are number 4, and then we just received the prize from the president.
The awarding ceremony was graced by the presence of President Mulata Teshome. The president encouraged Ethiopian exporters to draw lessons from foreign exporters and move Ethiopia's export business a step forward.
I encourage our foreign friends to feel free and tell your Ethiopian counterparts openly the areas in which we should focus in our subsequent deliberations so as to fulfill your basic requirements. In the same way, I would also like to urge our exporters, Ethiopian business community, to pay due attention on such basic feedbacks that may come from our respected guests.
Binyam also suggests ways to overcome challenges in the export industry in Ethiopia.
We tried to, challenge the challenges, and we tried to learn from the challenge. And we will set, plan this for all the challenges that we are facing, and we will bring for the all concerned parties that they can solve. So Ethiopian governments are keen to solve, export obstacles. Ministry of Trade, Ethiopian Customs. So they are working hard. Even National Bank. So all the bankers are giving, with lower interest rates. So all the opportunities are good, and whenever the challenges arise, we will try to solve as much as possible on our capacity.
During the event, Ministry of Trade stated that Ethiopia has huge potential in the sector and underlined the bright prospects the country has as well.
The pulses and oilseeds industry accounts for 90% of the cultivated areas and 13% of production for major crops, as well as 25% of the total export. The future prospect is also promising for the industry as a cluster approach and the mechanization in managing the agriculture is expected to boost the production volume.
The country is exporting its oilseeds for around 5 dozens of countries throughout the world.
Currently, Ethiopia is exporting its oilseeds and pulses to more than 55 countries of the world. In addition to this, the association has also contributed towards enhancing members' competitiveness by providing available market information, organizing and encouraging to participate in major international trade fairs.
Exporters admit the challenge for such major breakthrough in the sector, and they stress that winning in such sector requires clarity of purpose and commitment.
Well, it's not only us who's involved or the result of this trophy. There are a lot of sectors behind us. It's not only the efforts of the companies, the company staffs, but also there are other stakeholders. The banks has to give you some loans, and you have to exert your utmost effort so that to make it happen for yourself, for the company, and for the country at large. So finding a customer in outside world to sell your product is somehow hard, but you need to convince, you need to tell about your country's product, that your product is non-GMO, it's very natural.
During the event, President Mulatu Teshome emphasized that compared to the abundance of resources the country is endowed with, the achievement so far is not so big.
The sector has shown an impressive progress year after year. Nevertheless, what the country earns from the sector's export still remains far behind its target and potentials. Cognizant of the availability of vast virgin and fertile cultivable land, aligned with abundant labor force, we have formulated the second growth and transformation plan, and according to this growth and transformation plan, we have targeted to increase production, productivity, and to improve product quality as much as possible.
The conference has brought together buyers and exporters to follow common platforms together by minimizing the unnecessary intrusion of third parties in between.